My name is Pfeifer in real life, and I also play a girl named Pfeifer in the film The Gallows. And my character is very involved in her high school and in the drama department. I definitely have earned my position as head of the drama team, head of the drama club. And I was the one that was in charge of bringing the show The Gallows back to the stage after 20 years. And so I took a lot of pride in that. And there was so much taboo in bringing The Gallows back to Beatrice High School that a lot of people, including these three, really doubt that it's anything good is going to come of it. And so I'm definitely a perfectionist. I get everything done that I set my mind to, and I think I'm pretty popular within my clique. But other than that, I think everybody gets pretty annoyed with who Pfeifer is in the movie. Except for my boy, Reese.
Great. Reese?
Yeah, my name's Reese Mishler. I play Reese Hauser in the film. My character he's all mixed up in the beginning. I mean, he's just about to graduate high school. He quits the football team. He has no idea what it is that he wants to do with his life. And luckily, the girl that he has a little bit of a thing for asks him, hey, I think you would be good at this. Why don't you come out and do theater? So obviously, he's going to do whatever she wants him to do. And then he figures out, this might not be my niche necessarily. So it's a big arc of learning how to cope with fear and just move past it and go forward and persevere regardless of whatever stands in your way.
Great. Ryan?
That's pretty good. I'm Ryan Shoos, and I play Ryan Shoos in the film. Mine's just classic jock, jerk, conceited, but funny. Kind of got the caring side, I guess, that's deep down. My best buddy in the film is Reese, and I have been put in to the project The Gallows as like an extracurricular, or is it like it's it's class? Oh, it's credit.
Credit for
class credit.
graduate.
Right.
Yeah, art credit.
And I basically do behind the scenes footage for the film, and I have to hang around these kids that I can't stand, that are just like the people that you hate, and as a jock or whatever, and I got my hot girlfriend or whatever, we got all that stuff, and I'm basically on the fast track to being the frat boy in college that's
That no one likes.
probably going to be a liberal arts major doing whatever for the next 6 years.
Or filmmaker.
Or a filmmaker.
Filmmaker.
Yes,
Great.
or a filmmaker, yeah.
And Cassidy?
I'm Cassidy. I also play Cassidy. And I feel like I'm more so to introduce myself as just Ryan's girlfriend in it to start, because he just treats me like trash. Yes, he does.
All of it a loving spot.
Yeah. I just play the stereotypical girl, the cheerleader girl that is popular, but isn't actually liked, but is popular just for the sake of being popular, just has status, but is mean to everyone around her. And I hope it's the complete opposite of me in real life, but
It is.
well, yeah, 'cause I'm also a terrible dancer and slash cheerleader, so which you can see in the film. But it all kind of starts to come together later on as the film continues, because that's sort of meanness that I feel against Pfeifer and just wanting to hurt her. Because my motivation behind everything is that I just think Pfeifer is ridiculously annoying and I want nothing to do with it. But I also will do whatever Ryan says. He snaps his fingers and I'm there. Again, I hope I'm not like that in real life.
You're not.
But what?
No.
But ultimately, breaking in, and when little things start happening, I start realizing like we need to get the heck out of here. And I feel like that's when we all start realizing ultimately that maybe minus Pfeifer at first, because she wants to know what we're doing there. But at the first drop of anything going wrong, the first sound, I'm like, I don't want anything to do with this. Like I thought we weren't going to get caught, nothing was going to happen. But ultimately, I become the one originally just wanting to be like, I need to get the heck out.
There were a lot of challenges. The improv thing was kind of nerve-wracking at first, but once you get into it, it's really fun because you have just a set amount of time to play the scene out and hit a few points of where Chris and Travis, the directors, wanted you to go. And so you kind of get to weave through, and because you're doing found footage, you're shooting so many takes, because if you're holding the camera, you don't just have a set tripod camera, you are moving all around and you need to catch all these specific things. So if you don't catch a certain line at a certain point, then you got to do it again. So you're just like improvising over and over and over again. And so that part's difficult, but then you're also having fun on this one take for like an hour and a half or whatever. And
As long as you want to make
yeah,
it.
new things keep popping up and you can start cracking jokes and you don't have to stick to the same schedule or the same lines over and over, which is nice.
You're not worried about hitting marks all the time. It's
No.
sort of, you have so much more freedom, which in a way is more difficult. It's more fun, like Ryan said, but at the same time, it's like you really do need to nail certain things, but it's, you don't always know where that's going to be. So it's almost like you're kind of just interpreting it as you go along.
Right.
Yeah, and then you find new things
Yeah,
throughout the whole.
you find a rhythm.
Yeah.
We had a specific outline that we wanted to follow and certain beats that needed to happen, but it was basically fill it in and color it to where it actually makes sense that you would get to this next beat.
Reese and I would get the emails like the day before of the scenes, and we'd sit there on the bed and we'd like read through the scenes that we were doing the next day because we had no idea. So then you go in the next day, you're like, all right, let's give this a shot. Let's see
You
what's
never
happening.
had like a script in front of you to like mark up and like go
Which
through
was
every
very
night.
freeing because it kept
It was
you in
totally
the moment,
freeing.
You know? You didn't have to think about the whole arc at that one particular
Exactly.
point.
And then we were all hanging out at night instead of like going to our separate rooms and like
Right.
working on lines. Like if anything, it helped, I feel like, because then we all got really close.
Having two directors was honestly wonderful, and this is kind of all of our first big film that we've done, and so I really don't have much else to compare it to. And so this being my first feature film and having two directors, that's just kind of what I'm gonna expect in the future for the rest of my life. It's been fun because I knew that it was going to be just right, and just how in the end they had both planned for the movie to turn out, because they were so close as friends. They were able to bounce ideas off of each other and say, I don't like that idea, or I think we should do it this way. And so luckily they were both able to put their pride aside and try both ways every time. And so at the end of the day, they'd get people in there in post and get to pick which way we were going to go. And so it was a blast. It was a blast having both of them to get ideas from.
Yeah, it definitely made it a lot more of a collaborative effort because ego had to be tossed aside because you have two people that they want ultimately the movie to be as good as it can. So they're both putting their ideas in, and as an actor, I think that makes it easier for you to say, oh, cool, I'm a part of this team too. Let me add my 2 cents. And they were so receptive to everything that you wanted to say. If you wanted to try it a certain way, go for it, try it. But then they'll have their idea, and then another director will have his idea. So I think it was very freeing.
was
I think
super
it definitely helped out because you weren't just trying to hit one stubborn idea.
Right.
It was just
Change one person's mind.
Yeah,
We
there's a
we
lot of
started
ways.
off with such like it was kind of like Chris was the guy that was working with the actors, and Travis was more of like the technical guy. But as we got through it, like there was no way of keeping that separated at all. So,
Right.
and then like we've done this for like 4 years or whatever. We've been filming this forever, and once we hit like year 3, it was just like we just knew what we were doing, and everybody was just kind of flowing and doing their thing. So it was like we grew together, and we kind of grew to work as one, which was super unique, and I think made the film
I think super
what it
beneficial.
is.
Yeah.